Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Businessman injured in Linstead gun attack. A businessman was shot and injured in Linstead, St. Catherine on Saturday night. It is reported that around 8 o'clock, he was making his way home after closing his pharmacy when he was attacked while traveling along the Jericho Main Road. The businessman, who is a pharmacist and a clergyman, was shot multiple times. He was assisted to the Linstead Hospital, where he was admitted. The attack has left members of the business community in shock. I have known him for years and saw him evolve into a businessman and deacon in my church, so the church and the general community are affected, counsel for the Linstead Division, Herbert, stated. The Linstead police are probing the shooting. It was not revealed if the businessman was robbed in the attack. No motive has been established. Duppy Dolly shot by cronies, charged for attempted break-in. A man accused of pointing a gun through the window of a home and ordering the householder to open the door has been slapped with several charges resulting from the incident. Logan Taylor, also known as Duppy Dolly, a 36-year-old laborer from Stony Hill in Lewis, St. Anne, was arrested after he was reportedly shot by his cronies a few days after the attempted hold-up. Taylor has been charged with attempted burglary, assault on common law, possession of a prohibited weapon, and using a prohibited weapon to commit a felony. The alleged hold-up reportedly occurred in Bottomchester District in St. Anne. No court date has been given for the accused. It was reported that around 12:45 a.m. on May 25, 2023, a man armed with a handgun went to a home in Bottomchester and attempted to kick off the householder's door to get in. When this did not work, the man went to a window, pointed the firearm at the householder, and ordered him to open the door. The householder made an alarm, and the would-be burglar ran from the premises. Last Wednesday, Taylor was shot and injured by men known to him, the police said, and was found at his home and taken to hospital. Following investigations, he was charged in connection with the attempted hold-up. Taylor remains in police custody. St. Anne police probing shooting death of 31-year-old man at bar in Mansfield Heights early yesterday morning. The Authorized Criminal Investigations Branch in St. Anne is probing the shooting death of a 31-year-old man at a bar in Mansfield Heights in the parish early Sunday morning. Dead is Odain Hall, otherwise called Rotty, of Gully Road, Aracabessa, St. Mary. Reports are that about 12:15 a.m., Hall was at a bar when two masked men approached him with firearms. They fired at Hall, hitting him several times before escaping. Hall was pronounced dead at hospital. Cape Ridge brings the fire to salary debate with scorching new freestyle. Dancehall DJ Cape Ridge has been catapulted into the spotlight following the recent release of his socially conscious track, System Freestyle. The track gives voice to the current state of affairs on the island, tackling issues such as increasing levels of poverty, income inequality, crime, political censorship, and corruption. While admitting that he is more known for humorous songs and songs aimed at other DJs, Cape Ridge told reporters that the current state of affairs was very hard to ignore. I am not switching to more socially conscious music. It is just about loving my country and hearing the cry of the people, and I just decide that I'll contribute in terms of being the voice at the moment for the voiceless, said Cape Ridge. While issues of political corruption among other social ills have again plagued Jamaica, Cape Ridge says the current state of affairs is on a new level. I know that corruption has always been there, and people always crying about government and stuff like this. But now, it is a major shift from back then to now. It is like I am hearing more cries at the moment. Fans actually reach out to me and say, Kipo, come on, no artists no talk about this. Like what's happening right now, with the state of the country and how we feel and them kind of thing there. It's like everyone just accept what's going on, Cape Ridge explained. Remember, I am an artist and I hail from communities where a lot of poor people is from, as in garrison communities like Waterhouse and Spanish Town. So, when me as a public figure from the community, who is someone that is out there and these people don't have it, they're going to find a shoulder to lean on, and I can only do so much. I can't help everyone. But when I see how much people reaching out, even people that never used to call, and calling me about monetary assistance, people saying that they can't find money for basic needs and things like them there, I have never seen it like this, said Cape Ridge. Cape Ridge was quick to note that the freestyle was not aimed at bashing any administration or to indicate a party preference, adding that the song's only objective was to provide a platform for the people's cries. When asked if he was in agreement with the massive salary hikes for members of the political directorate, the telephoning singer said he believed that the move was unconscionable given the levels of suffering in the country. "No, I can't agree, because when I see people suffering so much and crying out, I can't agree with them taking that huge 200 and something percent salary raise. It is unconscionable," said Kiprich. Kiprich, when asked about why other artists are yet to address the situation in their music, shared that he felt that they may be afraid, fearing victimization and increased censorship. "Maybe most of them feel like they are going to be in some sort of trouble, because it is a thing out there when them say everybody who says something about the Prime Minister or governance, them get approached by police and them have to apologize," explained Kiprich. "We're not stupid to do no disrespectful talk or put that out there. We're talking things that is in the news, and we're talking things that people are actually saying out there and crying about. So we don't do it in a disrespectful form," stated Kiprich. He went on to share that the freestyle, which he penned on his own, was produced in collaboration with his brother Ricardo Pocket and beatmaker Aaron Richardson, affectionately known as Brim Brim, who remixed the Maria Maria beat. Since its release less than a week ago, the song has been making the waves on TikTok, getting major buzz locally and in the diaspora and even among the religious community. Kiprich has since recorded a special version of the song for the church community, who have been clamoring for a sensitization version of the freestyle. Despite having been out there on the spotlight for a bit, Kiprich used the occasion to share that he had recently re-engaged his former manager, Robert Livingston, and was in the studio working on a new project. "Most educators still passionate about teaching locally," says Williams. Some 1,000 teachers expected to join the sector in September, but Williams called for more male educators. Despite the myriad of challenges facing the island's teachers, including issues relative to their compensation, a recent study has found that nearly 90% of them remain passionate about teaching locally. Education and Youth Minister Favor Williams made the disclosure during a post-cabinet briefing recently amid somewhat stormy relationship between the ministry and the Jamaica Teachers Association over recent days about perceived abnormalities stemming from the recently implemented public sector compensation review. "We had a UNICEF study that confirmed for us that 87.1% of teachers either strongly agree or agree that despite the issues confronting education and the socio-economic issues and challenges facing Jamaica, which impact the education system, they, the teachers, are still passionate about teaching," declared Williams. She does not elaborate further on the study or the findings. Williams told the press briefing that some 1,000 teachers are expected to be employed in public education institutions for the 2023-2024 academic year, which starts in September this year. Despite that projection, she is calling on more males to enter the profession. "You may not know this, but 1,000 plus new teachers come into the profession last year, and we're expecting at least that number in the upcoming school year," Williams indicated. "Our teachers' colleges continue to attract persons who want to be teachers. We're encouraging more males to take up teaching," added Williams. The JTA and other stakeholders in the education sector have warned that several abnormalities and discrepancies with the salaries of educators under the recent contentious compensation review program could push teachers to migrate. Ahead of the start of the current academic year in September last year, the Education Ministry scrambled to fill vacancies, especially in specialized areas such as the science and maths, that resulted mainly from some teachers migrating overseas. That aside, Williams said the ministry is continuing to support those teachers who opted to remain in the local sector. She said for those educators, the ministry continues to provide them with training. During their school year, for example, the ministry offered 398 hours of in-service training for approximately 45% of teachers, which amounted to some 11,270 educators, Williams informed. Additionally, she said the ministry continues to support the nation teachers with lesson planning and their delivery of the curriculum through an online repository of educational resources. This repository includes a lesson plan bank and other teaching resources currently totaling over 600 items, with a further 500 lesson plans under review to be added at the end of this academic year, she stated. Williams pointed out that when she started at the ministry, a significant complaint from teachers was that they had to spend hours preparing lesson plans, particularly on weekends. Consequently, the ministry sought out the assistance of local teachers' colleges and universities to craft lesson plans aligned with the national standard curriculum. I am happy to report that we have done just that, but we will continue to add lesson plans, and we want lesson plans for every subject and for all grades, stated Williams.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification